Where am I? Where am I? I've lost, like, all control over the situation. Hello, hello, and welcome to another Epic Friday. I know it's that sweet moment right there at the end of the week where you're finally free, the weekend has begun, and I get to play whatever game is free on Epic Games, which is also very cool. This time we're playing a game called Cassette Beasts. Cassette Beasts, I'll be honest, it's a game that I'm surprised hasn't been sued by Nintendo. You'll see why in a few minutes. But yeah, other than that, all I have to say is, if you're new here, every Friday what I do is I play whatever game or games are free on Epic Games for that week. So if you want to watch this week, whenever you're watching the free game that goes free this week, come by stream on a Friday and I'll be playing it for like half an hour to an hour each one. So yeah, that's what's going on. What you're watching obviously is a re-upload of a previous one that I played on stream. And guys, I hope you enjoy a lot. Guys and girls, I don't know if there's any girls. Are there any maidens, any fair maidens out there? I hope you enjoy, and yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna let past me show the game off to all of you. Cassette Beasts, let's go, let's play. Alright, so far I will say the art style, pretty nice. It's acceptable, it's okay. Now ride this knight through the realm, into the wilderness of Wirral. Few thereabouts that either god or other with few thereabout something. I couldn't read it in time. Darn it. Okay. Who are you? Your name. My name is Archaean. Pronouns. What is this garbage? He, him. I am a human. Favorite color. Favorite color. That's not a color, that's a number. That's 12. Okay, fine. Let me go through. Is black in here somewhere? Something blackish? No? Okay, well. Okay, well, I'll just have to go to red. Skin color. I am as pale can be. Hair color. My blondiness is a bit darker. Can I get dark blonde? Or are all these colors the same? That's darkish blonde. Hair color, accessory. Favorite color, hairstyle, hat and buns. Got to change this. Locks, bowl cut, no. Long braid, no. Lopsided, no. Wavy bob, no thank you. Sharp fringe, top bun, cat head, double buns. Bald, we could go bald. Maybe. Might think of it. Short locks, looks horrible. Mullet, maybe. Safety helm, no. Balding. No, we don't do balding. We either do bald or balding. Oh, this looks like Link. That's cool. Side swept, high ponytail, whiff, hair tie, low afro, flat top, top bun, neat. Okay. Long fringe, headband, straight bob, headscarf, hat and buns, locks, bowl cut. Okay, we've gone all the way around. I think we're gonna go with... I liked the Link hat, I'll be honest. I like this one. Okay, hair color, hair accessory color. Is this the hat? Yes. I'm gonna go with... Can I have a dark color, please? What's the darkest color I can find? This seems pretty dark. Face. Eyeshadow. Glasses. Plain. Face paint. Face mask. Visor. Grumpy. Ooh, what's Grumpy look like? I like Grumpy. Okay. Eye color. My eye colors are dark green. So we're gonna go with... You know what? That looks okay. Face accessory color. It doesn't... I don't have a face accessory. So we're gonna keep it there. Hairstyle is moonstone. Skin color. Favorite color. Yeah, we're gonna keep that. Okay. Accessible. Acceptable. Acceptable. Oh, I'm flying through the void, guys. Whee! Clothing. Alright, W, A, S, and D to move around. Space to jump. Shift to dash. Okay, so shift. Oh, look at that. Look at me, I'm a bouncy boy. I bounce around. Oh, okay, don't jump in the water, you die. I see. Okay. So, can I run up here? Yes, I can. What's this? Wood. I got wood times 100. Brilliant. Okay. Nothing else inside that box. I see. Okay. You know what is a bit loud? Is the sound of the water in my ears. How do I escape? I'm pressing escape and I'm not getting anything. Am I trapped in the game? Seriously? I'm pressing every single key I have. The heck? What's the button to open the menu in this game? I have been betrayed by the game. Okay, I'm now trapped in the game. Well, we'll have to deal with it at some other point. Outbound outskirts. I need a key for this. Okay. I'm already giving this game -1 point because of the simple fact that I'm in it and I'm pressing escape and there's no menu, no nothing. Like, what do you mean you have trapped me here? Okay, I can run around here. I have wood. I don't know where the wood is gone. If I have it in inventory, it's there, I guess. Okay, there's a thing here. I can walk across. Oh, there's a person. Oh, there's a thing behind me.
Hey.
Hey stranger, don't make any sort of moves. Traffic crabs. Don't take kindly to strangers, or anyone for that matter. Here, take this. Okay, I have a cassette. Incredible. Thank you. Okay, quick question. What's your aesthetic? My aesthetic? What do you mean? Spooky, sweet. 100%. Out of these two, it's spooky.
Yeah.
I can see that. In that case, take this. Incredible. Thank you so much. Bah. The eerie moans of the wild banshee at night have led many to believe that they are restless, undead spirits. But this isn't true. They are very much alive. They just like to have a bit of wine. Who doesn't? Alright, now just pop that in your cassette player, put on the headphones and press play. This might be a little weird, but follow my lead. What the heck? Alright, I'll do the same thing. I didn't press anything, I just did it. Okay, just breathe. You'll adjust in just a moment. You'll adjust in just a moment.
Right.
Right. Let's give him hell. What the heck? Okay. Item, flee, record, switch. Do I now get to escape? Nope. Let's fight. Oh, this is sort of like Pokemon. Okay, let's do a melee attack then. Hits one target. Yeah, I want to hit him. Okay. I did the thing. I told it to attack. Oh, I did it already? Spit. Ranged. Oh, now I'm doing it. There we go. I spit. I just spit in my enemy's face and made it run away. See my power. Alright, what did I get? I battering ram equipped and other items. Plastic ×3. Nice. Okay. You handled yourself pretty well there. What's your name?
I'm Kaylee.
I'm Kaylee. Nice to meet your acquaintance, Arcane. Anyway, we should probably get you warmed up before you freeze to death in your pajamas. I'm in my pajamas. And I defeated an enemy by spitting them to death. That's my power. What do you think? Pretty quaint, right? Sure. What is this place? Welcome to Harbor Town. Great imagination with the names, mate. It's a town and it's a harbor. We're gonna name it Harbor Town. Your new home. My new home? Yeah, sorry. I'm not very good at this part. I don't know how to best break the news. You're stuck here. We all are. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. I think I died.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. You're awake. Kayleigh gave me quite a fright when she came knocking at my door. You had me scared for a moment, Archaean. I don't think it's anything serious. Transforming for the first time is quite a shock to the physique. Anyway, Harbor Town happened to have a spare home available for you. So, this is your place now. Where on earth is this place?
On Earth?
Okay, so we're still on Earth? Okay. Kayleigh, you haven't told him?
Sorry.
I should have. Not to info dump on you, but you're on an island called New Wirral. It's not strictly on Earth, at least that's what we think. Okay, is there a way back home?
I'm afraid not.
This is so weird that some lines are recorded and then others are not. Archaean, I'm so sorry. Castaways have been trying to get back to their worlds for a century, and none have succeeded. But you'll be okay. There's community in Harbor Town, and we'll help each other out. It's not a bad life. And it's safe. Well, apart from the monsters. Like the one we fought before.
Yeah!
I'm actually going on patrol soon. If you'd like to join me, meet me by the gate. The one just over the bridge we crossed to come into town. In the meantime, feel free to say hi to your new neighbors. I'm pretty sure word has already gone around that there's a new lad in town. We also fetched some clothes for you, though they might be a bit out of fashion for your era. But it's all we have. My era? Sorry, I'm info dumping. I'll catch you soon, right? We can talk more then, if you'd like. My clinic is nearby. If you need a checkup, feel free to visit. This all must be a lot to take in, but we all went through the same thing once. A bug. Go away. New quest. This is the world we live in. Speak to Kayleigh in the Harbor Town East entrance. Alright, I can untrack or F-view log quest. Okay. Oh, it's tab. Why wasn't tab working earlier? I was pressing tab. Okay, finally. Okay, settings. I want to turn the music all the way to 5 because it's annoying me. And sound effects, we're gonna put those down to 80. And voice volume for one phrase they say per phrase. Anyway. Okay. Let me see. Who puts their post mailbox inside the house? I should probably put on some proper clothes first. Reminds me of Stardew Valley. I think I've got Stardew Valley, but I've never played it ever. I got it because I was gonna play it with a friend, but then we never played it, so check it anyways. This will connect to the internet. No, thank you. Anyway, chair. Can I use the chair? No. Okay, I can grab certain objects. Oh, here. Oh, shoot. I've destroyed my name. There we go. Here we go. Now I can change my clothes. Look at me. Okay, face accessory color. No. Top, I want a moonstone. What the heck? Moonstone. Poncho. No. Vest jacket. No. Apron. T-shirt. Jacket. Ooh, jacket. let's change the top color, the first top color, to something more distinguishable. I think I'm gonna go for the same color as my hat. Or, yeah. Because there's no actual, like, black. Okay, 13 will do. Okay, that just keeps the color the same. Okay, let's look for something. Vest? No. Vintage dress? No. Jacket 2? I like this one. Jacket 1? I think I like jacket 2. Jacket 1. Maybe jacket 1, though. That's Moonstone. I'm gonna go with jacket 1. Because jacket 2 doesn't have any sleeves. Jacket 3 and jacket 1 are just the same thing. Like, what's the difference between jacket 3 and jacket 1? Is it like where the color goes? Ah, it is where the color goes. Okay. There we go. So I can maybe change this to... There. That. That'll do. Alright. Nice. Yes. Alright, and then my trousers, I want them to be 13. And what can I change it to? So trousers can be either shorts, skirt, moonstone. What is this moonstone? Trousers, shorts. Okay, we'll keep it trousers and shoe color. Shoe color has to be the same as the hair accessory, obviously. There we go. Apply and save changes. Look at us. Fancy and awesome. Alright, let's go. Alright, can I talk to this person? Hello. You know what I miss? Sports. Why can't Harbour Town start a football team? Well, I suppose there'd be no one to play against. I don't think the giant crabs on the beach have a competitive spirit. I see. Okay, where am I going? I'm going this way. Alright. Harbour Town Beach. Yes, I wanted to find a way to open this door.
Hey.
Hey again, Arcane. Are you feeling a little better? No, you held your own the last time we fought together. So, well, I've been given an errand, and I need a helping hand. Do you think you'd be able to help me out? Sure. Glad to hear you're up to the task. Do you see the path there? I do see the path there.
Well...
There was some kind of quake or monster activity last night. You can see the tracks in the ground. We're gonna check the path and make sure it's safe for crossing. Here, take the key to the gate. Harbour Town gate key. Alright. Oop. What the heck? I did it! Nice. There are some basics I gotta show you first. I hope you're ready to turn into a monster again. Definitely. You'll adjust in no time. It's like riding a bike. Except, you know, if the bike transformed into a moody floating sheep. And also, you're the bike. You see that creep with the boots? It's a spring heel. And it's gonna get aggressive with you if you get any closer. So you're gonna get closer, of course. Of course, guys, of course. Of course I'm gonna get closer. Why wouldn't I get closer? Here. I'll get so close. Hello. I kissed it. Before it could even do anything. Alright, I've transformed. Let me see. Pay attention to the orange squares. They're your action points. Where's the orange squares? Okay, up here, I have 2 orange squares. They're your action points, or AP for short. Okay, AP, action points. Most moves require you to spend some AP. The amount of AP a move costs is shown next to its name. If you don't have enough AP for a move, you won't be able to use it this turn. Each party member gets 2 AP each turn, and an extra 1 if they land a type advantaged attack. You can plan ahead and save up AP for your most powerful attacks by using weaker low AP moves. So for example, I can use Smack, which uses no AP. Okay, I don't know what that did. Or Spit, which again does absolutely nothing. Ow! I got punched! You've taken a bit of beating, but your monster form can take it. The green bar represents your monster form's health, and the red is yours. Green bar represents your monster form's health, and the red is yours. Okay, so if I lost all my green, I would then go down to red, and then red would start going down, I guess. If a form loses all its health in a fight, its tape will break and need repairing. Not only that, but any extra damage from the attack that broke it will apply to your health, the red bar. Okay. If both of us lose all our health, then we'll have to retreat back to Harbour Town. Got that? Yes.
Right.
Let's crack on. Nice. I hit it really hard. Okay, so now I can fight, and let me do... You know what? I'm going to do Battering Ram. Why not? And then... Oh, she's the one that's doing this. Okay. Then she's going to dodge, I guess. Hey, what'd you miss? Evasion is 1 up. Okay, fight. We're going to smack it really hard. And then she is going to spit. We're going to spit at our enemy. There we go. We defeated the bad creature. Victory! Nice. Alright. Very cool. We got stuff.
Yeah.
Nice work. That elevator should be functioning. There'll be a switch around here to turn it back on. What? That elevator should be working. There'll be a switch around here to turn it back on. Okay, maybe in the cave? There it is!
Hey.
Great, let's head up on, shall we? I'll let you take the lead for any more fights, but don't worry. I'll be sticking with you from here on out. Kaylee is now your partner. Nice. Serenades are particularly loud creatures and can amplify their own singing voices through their microphone, tails, and wings. They don't seem to have much awareness as to whether or not their singing is too loud for those around them. Bio2. Raise this monster's tape to 5 stars to unlock more information. Okay. Habitat unknown. Bootlegs 0 of 14. Don't know what these are. And stats. Encountered 1. Recorded 0. Defeated 0. Kind of like Pokemon. It's reminding me of that. It's like a fusion between Pokemon and Stardew Valley, maybe? People who've played Stardew Valley can correct me on that. I've played Pokemon before. A little bit. Not too much of any one Pokemon game. I haven't gone too far on any of them, but I've played. Not my kind of game, to be honest. This is... I'll be honest, it isn't my completely kind of game either, but it isn't boring me. I will say
Hey.
I prefer other combat styles to the Pokemon combat style, which is the one to, choose the attack, then attack, choose the attack, then attack. I prefer the whole... I'll be honest, one of my favorite combat styles is that in the Souls-like games, which is pure dodge and, figure things out. You survive, boy. But, and it's much more skill-based, plus your attacks look flashy and cool. And it's real-time battle. But I don't mind turn-based games every now and then. I don't particularly enjoy them, though. Do you need a breaker again? We can rest here if you'd like. These bonfire pits mark areas you're safe to set up camp. It gives you a chance to repair your tapes and heal up. Okay, so I can use this to save and heal up. Camp here? Yes. Oh, that's nice. That's cute. Alright, so if I want to rest, I use up 4 wooden logs. Okay. I used to go camping a lot when I was a kid. Ireland has a bunch of great places to camp out. My dad would my dad would drive the 2 of us to the countryside and we'd stargaze together. Camping with you makes me nostalgic for that time. I'll say this. The one thing that I feel is missing in this game is a bit of, like, voicing for the characters. It would fit them very well. Just simple noises like you have in I think, does Undertale have it? But also I was thinking of another game, the one on the animals, Animal Crossing, you know, like, you know, something, even if it's like 2-bit noise, very, you know, in the background. I feel that would be better than whatever they've done for this game voice acting wise, which is literally sometimes the first word or the phrase is spoken like, hey, and then the rest of the phrase, they don't say it. That, I've seen other games that also do that, and it never made any sense in my mind. Like, why would you, like, whoever did the voice for that, if it's a voice actor, you've paid them to do that. Why didn't you pay them to do more? And if not, why couldn't just you know, simple computer, you know, noise? I'm not a great technician of noises, so I don't know how to do it, but I'm sure if you manage to make a video game, you can figure that one out. Anyway, camping with you makes me nostalgic for that time. Very good, very good. Oh, it's not nighttime. All right. Exit. Nice. I will say this also, I feel like there's a, what would I call it? A kind of indecision, and like there's some things about the game design when it comes visual, like I'm speaking now as an artist, like I know nothing of making games, so don't tag me for that, but I will say visually it feels weird. Like the integration of 2D and 3D elements is somewhat weird. Like I'll be honest, the trees, they don't particularly look good, you know? It feels weird that the trunk is 3D and then the leaves are 2D. Maybe it's just me. In my brain, I don't know, it doesn't look nice. It'd be better if like they were all completely 2D or completely 3D, you know? It's a bit of a, visually it's weird. Like I don't mind for example, the stone and these stairs here, they're all 3D. And then the ground is 2D with the path and all being 2D. That's perfect. The grass elements here that I'm walking through, that's also great. They're like a combination of 3D, 2D. I know, girl, now she's pulling me around, what the heck? But it's the trees. If they were just like 2D, fine. If they were completely 3D, okay. You know? But it's this whole like combination of, they don't completely fit, if you know what I mean. Like, even the campfire looks okay that the rocks are 2D and then the logs are 3D. That's acceptable. Like, visually, it doesn't make me go, huh? But it's the whole tree situation, the trees in particular. That's the only thing that's making me go. Because everything else, ambience, the lighting, is great. Like, I could honestly, if I enjoyed the combat in this game and the story and I really got into it, and it was in a world that I could get invested in, I wouldn't mind the art style and the way that the game is designed. But there are some things that I would go like, you know, what this game is actually reminding me is a game I've never played, but I have seen gameplay of, which is Final Fantasy, I can't remember which one. It's Tactics. It is sort of similar in that it's sort of the same style. Let me see if I can find an image. You're going to see it here in the little square. Well, I'll show it later when we are talking about the game after this, but... Let me see. Wait a second. I think it's this one? Great game. I haven't played it, but I've seen it played, and it does look like very fun. Yeah, it sort of reminds me of Final Fantasy Tactics. I'll show you some images of Final Fantasy Tactics later, but this game I feel really did integrate 3D and 2D aspects very well. I'll show you what I mean later. Oh, my word. Okay, this thing is pushing me. Alright, that was unexpected. Okay, so she can fly and she can pull me places, which is interesting. Alright. I'm guessing I want to go this way? There, do you see that monster? There must be a way to get it to come over here. Maybe this magical lever right here? Like moth to a light. Like moth to a light. Now we can fight it. Let's take it! Yeah. Records monster forms with normal efficiency rate. Basic tape. Okay. There's something about that monster. The monsters on New Viral.
Well...
When weakened, their essence can be, well, recorded to cassette tapes. We don't entirely know how it works, but it does. And that's good enough for us. Alright. See, look. The trees in here in the battles... They're completely 2D. Like, still, their proportions, as an artist, I will say, are slightly off. Like, they look very small and puny to be trees. I wish they were bigger. But they look better there being 2D than they look being 3D with the 3D trunks in the outside. I just wish they were bigger and looked like actual, trees. But still, it's much better. I'm just comparing the tree size to the size of the fence right next to me, and it's like, there's a lamppost here also, and it looks like it should be bigger. Anyway, I'm getting distracted, sorry. I have to record. Basic tape. Use on the Dominoth. And now I'm going to spit at it. I don't know if this will work. 28% chance. Recording. We have... Chance is now at 100%. Oh, it attacked us. 100% chance. Come on. We caught it. Yes! Dominoths see themselves as defenders of peace and spend their days patrolling the skies of woodland areas. The only thing that can distract them from their noble duties are bright lights, such as lamps. Raise the monster to tape to 5 stars to unlock more information. Habitat unknown, bootlegs, and then encountered 1, recorded 1, defeated 0. Alright. Whether a recording succeeds or not is down to chance. However, several factors affect the probability of success. How much health a monster has, its level of rarity, and how much damage you dealt it while recording. And how much damage the person recording it took. Buffing your attacks or debuffing the target's defenses can be an effective way to increase the damage you deal to the target and improve the odds in your favor. As long as a monster is being recorded, it cannot flee or be defeated. So you don't need to worry about knocking it out. Alright. The moves you have access to when using a tape in battle are determined by what stickers are attached to the tape. You can give new moves to a tape by applying stickers from your inventory. Moves you don't want can be peeled as stickers and put in your inventory. Okay. Stickers can be used as many times as you want, but can only be applied to a single tape at a time. Stickers can be obtained in a few ways, by filling tapes' experience point bars, from chests or caches you find, or from certain merchants in Harvetown. Alright. Well, we did it. We caught a thing. Now try switching to the tape you just recorded. Switch. Ah. Up. Up. Back. Back. And I'm going to use her to spit some more. Oh, look at that. Okay, I will say, that's cool. I like that. That seems cool. Like the animation for the transformation and everything. That's nice. That's visually interesting. Okay, that's how you get yourself new monster forms. However, if a monster takes too much damage, it'll flee. So you don't want to be... You won't be able to record it with... You with me so far? Yes, I am.
Right.
Now, let's finish this bug off. Oh, it's got more speed. Well, we're gonna smack it. And with her, we're going to do a sonic boom. I haven't done this before. Ow. Darn, that hurt it. Yes! Victory is now mine. Alright. And I got more stuffs. I win. I beat the moth, guys. Is this meant to happen? Some monster forms give us extra abilities when we record them, beyond just being able to take their shapes. Don't panic. Oh, Mothwing Glide. You can now hold space to glide across long distances. This consumes your stamina. Interesting, that's interesting.
Sorry.
Okay. I should probably have warned you, but I thought it might be a little easier to show you. We can use this glide to get across that gap right there. Quest updated. This is the world we live in. Accompany Clay to the broken pathway. Ah, I see. So if I jump up here, I can then hold space. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so how do I get from here to where I want to go? Ah, I probably have to go around. Oh my word. Earthquake.
Huh?
What's going on? If this is because of a monster activity, we better stay sharp. Let's go. Oh, oh, oh! Okay, you felt that one, right? I did.
What?
That's exactly what I'm asking. What is that? Was this always here? I've never seen anything like this before. Has this always been buried here? Quest updated. This is the world we live in. Investigate the strange structure.
Huh?
Is this a train station? Should be okay to take a look around, right? Is that blood on the railings? That or rust? This doesn't seem safe. Okay, that's funny. And she jumps over it? How dare she? Oh, chest. There you go. I will say, when it comes to the design of the map, how the camera moves, angles, and the look, just beyond the trees. Like, I was criticizing the trees because they looked odd. But generally speaking, I would say everything else seems pretty cool. Arcan, can you feel something in the air? I can. Something in the air tonight. feel something in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Sorry, I'll stop. Anyway, what the heck? What's this? Hot. What the blazes? Okay, is that you, Mordred? Sorry, I'm gonna do an actual voice for this. I don't know what voice to do. I'm gonna forget it. I'm not doing a voice. Come closer, child, so that I may see you one last time. That's good, right? This is. Don't start moaning in my ear. The long conflict has drawn to an end. I am afraid he has defeated me royally this time. Arcane, I think this is an archangel. You clearly know nothing about archangels, but sure. We need to leave now. This isn't like the other monsters. We're not safe. What happened to you?
No.
No? Okay, no, you are not my kin. You come for me once again. Sword in hand.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this battle is different. Slightly. No, okay, it's the same, more or less. Her level, I can't record her. Okay. Right, I'm going to... Sheer luck. The user's evasion is passively raised in proportion to the amount of HP lost. Battering ram, smack. I'm gonna smack. And there... And spit. Obviously, I have to spit on it. Shatter? Okay, that did absolutely nothing. Okay, I'm happy it did absolutely nothing. Battering ram. And we are going to Sonic Boom. That should do something, right? Sonic Boom was very powerful. Darn, her health bar isn't going down. Hiya! Hiya, what? Brother. Unlike other monsters that spend AP to use moves, Archangels accumulate all their AP until it reaches 10. Once an Archangel reaches 10 AP, it unleashes all that power at once in its unique angelic attack. To survive, use your moves strategically to either set up a solid defense in preparation or defeat the Archangel before it gets enough AP. Aha. Let me smack it. And let me spit on it some more. I feel if I attack it, I might have enough time to... I'm not gonna die here. Not like this. Do you hear me, Archaean? This isn't the end of us. It can't be. Oh,
I refuse.
she refuses. What's going on? We're gonna fight this thing and we're gonna do it together. Archaean and Claire's hearts act as one. The what now? Since when can we do this? When your goals are aligned with those of your companion, you can refuse to become a singular, more powerful beast. The closer you are to your companion, the more powerful you are as a fusion. Keep an eye on your fusion meter, though. You can only do this when it's full. Okay. As a fusion, you gain 4 AP each turn instead of 2, allowing you to make use of more powerful moves sooner. You also have access to all your moves, both tapes combined. And your stats are added together. So if I do Sonic Boom, how strong is it now? Okay, it's quite stronger now.
Shatter!
Shatter does absolutely nothing. We are going to battering ram the heck out of this thing. Nice. It's now low. Ow. I'm low again. Battering ram. Oh, come on, you're low. Oh, okay. Okay, I got it. I survived. I survived the monster's attack. Fuse material, upgrade, wood, pulp, wheat. Okay. Cool. How did we... I don't know. I don't know how did we did that. Your stamina increases by 20%. You can now glide for 3.0 seconds. Okay.
Enough!
My time is drawing to an end. Why have you come to this wretched place? I want a way off this island. I see. There is a way. There are none who know the path but I. I require a vessel, and you require a guide. Rebuild my strength, and in turn I shall lead you from this land. Vessel?
Very well.
Hear my song. Oh, and I've collapsed. If you wish to leave this land, then heed my words and hear my song. You must rise to the task at hand. You must walk the path most long. The rest of the song is too quiet to make out. Ken, are you okay? What happened? You blanked out for a second there. We should get out of here. We should get out of here. Oh, now we're having a drink. A lot happened at that train station. I guess we should probably talk about it.
Archangels.
Supposedly, when the first unlucky sods washed up on the shores of New Wirral, they thought the monsters here were angels, and some of them wrote of other entities too, greater than the others, creatures that look and feel wrong. Logically, they called these other creatures archangels, the highest ranking among the order of angels. Of course, when people learned that they could fight and defeat the regular monsters, they lost their angelic allure.
Well,
They've had a bunch of names over the years: angels, demons, devils, ghouls. We just call them monsters now. It's a good catch-all term. Those other creatures, though, like the one we fought, they're still archangels to us. Okay. We don't know what they are. No one has really seen one for a long time. Looking at that thing we fought, it's hard to explain. It felt like I wasn't viewing it correctly. Like trying to watch a movie through binoculars or something.
sorry.
Oh, sorry, I'm making some assumptions there. We're all from different worlds, after all. You might not know what movies are. I do know what... I've seen plenty of movies. Phew, okay, grand. I've been in New Wirral for 3 years, and I've still not completely learned to adjust my cultural references when I talk to new folks. About us fusing, though? Oh, yeah, that. Fusion is a rare phenomenon known by the Rangers. There are fused monsters in the wild, and supposedly the leader of the Rangers can do it too. In the right circumstances, two people in monster form are able to unite and form one powerful being. I guess the right circumstances include nearly being killed by an archangel. It felt strange. In that moment I was sharing a body with you, and the thing we became was both us and not us at the same time. I've never fused with anyone before. I certainly wasn't expecting to fuse with someone I barely know. It just kind of happened in the heat of the moment, right?
Sorry.
Sorry, I was talking about it a little awkward. Talking about it's a little awkward. It helped us defeat the Archangel.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. Now that we've done it, I have this weird feeling inside me. Like a door has been opened that I didn't even know was there before. I feel like I'd be able to fuse with you again, if we ever needed to. So, let me get this straight. That Archangel Morgante, her memory's inside you now? And she knows a way to leave New Wirral. If there is even a chance that this can lead to a way off this island and return people to their homes and their families, we owe it to anyone on New Wirral to find out.
You and I!
Everyone? Anyone? Anyway, you and I. What do you say? Are we in this together? Yeah, let's do this. Oh man, she loves me one more. Relationship level 1. Yes, guys. Fusion is now available in regular battles when partnered with Kaylee, sorry. Fusions you form with Kaylee now have a 5% added strength. Building relationship with your friends is really important, blah, 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 blah. Not gonna read that. If an Archangel gave you that vision, then you need to find another one. And you need to be strong enough to stand against it when you do. Alright, and I completed that quest. Okay, well, honestly, I think we're gonna leave it at there. That was the second game of the night. Pretty good, pretty good. I'll be honest, I have a lot of thoughts about this one. Because I feel like they didn't know with some parts of the game in what direction to go. It felt slightly chaotic. Like, obviously, you can tell by some of the the animations for the transformation, and generally speaking, much of the game, that to some extent they know what they're doing, the people who made this game, obviously, but then there are some things that make you go like they had a sort of dissonance, like they didn't know where they wanted to go with it. Like, you know, like I was saying, the trees, for example, those are an example where half of them are 3D, half of them are 2D, and they look weird for it. They should be one or the other. And it also happens to, for example, I would say the character design is a bit like, it's weird to me that when I'm talking to them, suddenly fully, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but then also the voices for the characters, the fact that every now and then suddenly they speak, you know, they suddenly come out and they say words, is, you know, either completely silent, they say the whole line, or you have some weird noise like Animal Crossing that just goes as the words appear, and that's it, that's their voice for the game. Fine. But don't have... I feel this game has had a mix of all three, because the thing that they call an Archangel had the, you know, sound as the text appeared, or as it spoke. But then it also had voice lines. So, you know, it's weird. It's like, so you have a voice that says, especially one of the times I think it said I'm gonna make it up, okay? It said like, hey there, how are you, okay? And the hey there, a voice line up sounded, and it said it, but then the how are you, nothing else. And it's weird, like, half of it you did, but half of it you did, you know. It's a long list of things like that don't particularly make sense, you know, in the design of the game. Like, they wanted to do 2 things or 3 things at once, or weren't sure of how to do it. But other than that, I would say, I feel like this game has potential. I just feel somewhere along the line while they were making it, they got lost. You know, they knew what they were doing when they started. They had all the skills necessary to complete it. They just lacked, I don't know, whoever was, like, you could say, in charge of everybody, every day woke up and said something different, basically. At least that's what it feels like. It feels slightly uncoordinated in some aspects, the game. Like, even if you told me the game was done by one person, I would say one day, you know, they tried to make a lot of different things all at once happen in this game. What I was going to say of a game that plays with 2D and 3D at the same time very well, and is a style that this game reminded me a lot of, I was saying Final Fantasy Tactics. I will quickly show you an image of what I meant, because I feel like this is the... Again, I haven't played it, but I have seen it being played. I've watched gameplay of it, and I would say this game is the perfect example of game that has 3D scenery, like the map is built in 3D, but then the characters are 2D and certain elements are 2D. I'll just show it like this because I'm not gonna look at the image and share it, but if it, you know, decided to, let me push it in your face, maybe it'll, I don't think it's gonna, but you get the idea, sort of, blurriness. You're seeing more my screen reflected on the phone screen than the actual picture. Anyway, look up to Final Fantasy Tactics. You're gonna get a better idea than me just showing you the blurry screen of my phone on the camera. But I feel that game does so much better the whole 3D map landscape plus 2D animation that some of the characters have. It's a much better example, I feel like. It is obviously different, it's not exactly the same. The characters, for example, here have a much higher quantity of pixels and definition to them than the characters, I would say, in the game we just played had. But still, I feel it's a much better... It's much better. The, how to explain it? The way it is done. Other than that, my thoughts on the game are the story, promising. Music, okay. Voice acting, I for what they've got in the game, honestly, don't do it. Like, don't have a long phrase and have some voice go and just basically say the first word of the phrase. Just, I don't like it when it happens. I prefer it like just have either silence and I read, or Animal Crossing sounds or whatever you come up with, or you get an actual voice actor to, if you have the budget for that when making your game. Artistically speaking, as I was saying, it has like a lot of artistic styles. Like, for example, when the character's speaking, their portrait appears there. Then you have the 2D character running around the map, the pixelated one, then the slightly less pixelated one that's in combat, etc. I feel it could be more. I felt a lot of dissonance in the style. And as I said, the trees, for example, were a perfect example of an element that was a combination of 3D for the trunk and then 2D for the leaves, and it didn't work visually, for me at least. Some of us were even in accord. So, anyway, I'm going to give it, as always, 2 scores. I'm going to give it my personal score and then a generalized score. Generally speaking, adventure game, I'm going to give it a 6, maybe. Okay, I'm going to give it a 6 because I felt like it needed polishing. It felt like it had a series of mistakes that if you had taken time to plan out your game, they wouldn't have popped up. I feel like a bit of pre-planning would have fixed that. Or somebody who, whoever directed the game and the whole vision for the game could have done a better job at unifying certain things. It feels weird in some aspects, but overall, it's okay. I also feel I'm not going to start complaining that, oh, this looks like a copy of Pokemon, because I feel like Pokemon does not have a monopoly on combat where your characters are here, the enemy is here, you throw attacks, whatever. Plus, it doesn't also have a monopoly on being able to capture the form of your enemies or whatever, It is very similar, the whole record the enemy so that you can transform into it kind of deal to Pokeballs. You can see the relationship. It's not an exact one-to-one copy. But again, as I said, I wouldn't criticize it even if it was a one-to-one copy. I don't think Pokemon has a monopoly on balls being thrown at creatures and capturing those balls. Like, leave Pal World alone, Nintendo. But yeah, I just felt like it was a mix. It was a mix of things, and I don't know. It felt like it didn't fully blend in. So that's why I'm giving it a 6. On a personal score, I would give it even lower. I'd give it a 5. Because in this half an hour of playing, there was like all those mistakes, etc. Plus the fact that it's not, generally speaking, a world or a style of game that would 100% draw me in the first 5 seconds. I wouldn't play it again. I'll be honest, I wouldn't play it again. It isn't a game that I've played for half an hour and I'm like, oh wow, this looks really interesting. Not insulting the story. The story is okay. It's typical story, but it's not a game I would play again. I would replay because the story was wow, amazing. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the game. What are these storytime games? I know. What are these storytime games? Good question. Anyway, that was it. For those watching this in the future on YouTube, whenever it's re-uploaded, I hope you enjoyed watching. We play these free games every Friday. Whatever game is free on Epic Games. This obviously was one of the games that was free during the holidays, but, exceptions. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and to see you maybe someday here while I'm live. So yeah, thank you and bye-bye.